making today. So follow me along as we make some of these together. All the materials that I'm using are in the description. So anything you see there in the video is down below for you to get. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for being here. This is just what I do sometimes in the mornings. I take an hour to do some art and crafts. Today I wanted to do some rhinestoning. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's really relaxing, and you end up with some really cool stuff. So these sunglasses here look pretty good. I do it a couple of different ways. So these ones are sort of like the more simple ones, where it just goes around the edge here, or the frame, and then a couple on the side. Occasionally I'll go over the top and go all around the bottom and on the top. Now for my sunglasses, I actually have to do prescription sunglasses because I'm pretty blind. These are not prescription. These ones are ones that you can just get online. Again, in the link below, there's all the different ones that I have. There's like the clear frame, the black frame ones, and then I have like some neon ones also with different colors. It's pretty cheap to get like a whole bag of like 10 or 20 of them. And then with rhinestoning, I'll use this wax jewel picker thing so you can pick up the rhinestones really easy. And then to glue, I use the B7000 glue. I've used a couple different kinds of glue, and this one it seems to be my favorite. It has a little nozzle tip thingy that makes it easier. It is kind of like stringy and gooey, so you have to find your own little method of how you do it without totally getting it everywhere. And sometimes you mess up and it goes like across the lens or something like that. Haven't found the best way to fix that, but you know, just try to learn how to avoid it. And then anytime you glue stuff, just make sure you don't leave the cap off. So like glue something, put the cap back on, and then go from there. So we've got, so our jewel picker, our glue, and then our rhinestones. I've got two different kinds. These ones are new. I don't know. I might use them. I got some sunglasses for my dog, Mooka. They're like super tiny heart sunglasses, and these are tiny rhinestones. I might do something with this. But anyways, so these are SS20, size SS20. These are size SS10. These are glass crystal AB rhinestones, and the AB means that they're rainbow iridescent, I believe. So when you're looking for the rhinestones, make sure that they're glass, not like resin or anything like that. I mean, you're gonna get the most sparkle out of it. It's kind of hard to see unless I like kind of smear the lens or something, but yeah, the glass rhinestones are the most sparkly. They're a little more expensive, but they're just it's better. And yeah, so what we're gonna do today is make these types of glasses right here, this style. Ooh, look, see, I even I sign my sunglasses so that they're all PonderMonster exclusive sunnies. I don't have them up in my shop yet, but I have enough now that I might start doing them. But anyways, so the first thing that we're gonna do is actually make this like little flower in the center. And then we'll go around the edge here. We'll go around the edge here, including these like little flowers on the outside, on the edge. And then just do a couple here. Oh, and then for signing the side of them, I use this. I don't have a link for it yet. I can add it later. What is it? It is Stelter Lumacolor permanent marker, and this is like a small right here. For signing things like plastic, or I do poster making, and then on the foil posters, this is the thing that dries the fastest and won't smear. So I seem to have found the same thing for my glasses. So these things are nice permanent markers. Okay, so anyways, yeah, thank you again for joining me here. I'm in my West Hollywood home. I am from Denver, so I got my Denver mug and my coffee, my much loved shirt. Let me know what you're working on, if you're working on anything at all. Now let's get started. So, let's knock into some stuff. I'm gonna pick you up here, turn you around, see if I can reframe you up. Okay. Let's start like this. Yeah, I think that'll work all right. Cool. So some of the other things I have, we're gonna use these sunglasses here, and check it out. Like, I mean, this is one of the bags of sunglasses I have. I actually combined a few of the bags just to keep them all together. But so there's clear frames, there's neon frames, there's some black frames. Here's some of the black frame ones. They all come individually wrapped, which is nice, which is gonna keep the lens from scratching. But today we're going to be working on these clear ones, which are super fun. We are going to use these for reference so you can see what's happening. And we'll just kind of decorate the frame here. La la la. Okay. Oh. Anytime I have like leftover rhinestones, I just put them in a little Ziploc. So when you put them on your plate, you don't want to put a ton on, because if there's like sort of a medium amount of rhinestones on your plate, they're easier to manage and sort of flip up and to pick at. Okay, so we're just gonna start with like that many. Now, I always say it, but I love to use these plates that have like the lip on them. Use what works for you, obviously, but so with these, watch this. So they're all kind of flipped upside down, whatever. And I'll just kind of, like I'm panning for gold, just sort of shake them a little bit. It'll hit that lip and keep them from flying off the plate, but you can see they're all starting to turn upwards. And that's what I want right there. So they're all kind of turning up, and then I'll slowly shake, and then even like push them up onto the ledge a little bit, so then they're easier to pick up. I'll flip a couple more of these over. But yeah, so look at, they're all like kind of flipped upwards, which is awesome. Okay, sip of coffee. Do some Denver represent. Okay, so we've got, let's see, I'm gonna come at it from this side probably. I always like to start right in the middle and make a flower. So actually I'll just do like 1, 2, 3 drops here, and then I'll just make a little flower. And you'll get used to the spacing. Always cap it in between everything. And then yeah, just get started. Just take this jewel picker, see it picks it up, start in the middle, bloop. And it doesn't have to be flawlessly perfect because it takes a minute for the glue to dry. And because of that, you can push them around. So this first flower, the jewels kind of hang over the edge, totally okay. We're gonna go back later and add a little bit more glue once everything's dried around the edge. But for now, we just want to get something started. And is this gonna take an hour? No, it's not gonna take an hour. We're gonna do a couple things here. I just wanted to spend an hour doing something with my hands, doing some art, doing something that's not on my phone. And yes, I realize that going live is sort of like being on my phone, but you know how it is when you feel like if you do art, if you don't film it, then it didn't happen. And that is the age we live in. But anyways, there's our first little flower. Cool. I think it looks pretty good. It's been a while since I've done these sunglasses, but let's go. I like to just do one long string. Kind of all the way to the edge, and I'll like scrape off the tip so it doesn't string. Oops. I'm gonna close this, always close this. I'll do that so you can see what kind of glue I'm using. And you can't really see what I'm doing here, can you? Here, what if I go there? All right, cool. Can't see my screen very well. And you'll get better and faster at this the more you do it. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because you can readjust. And actually we are, oops, I grabbed two there. What happened? We're gonna put that over there. We're gonna readjust all these so that they're lined up a certain way. So that they look really good across the way. If they're sort of misaligned, you can see the imperfections. But what we want to do is that. I think I messed this up. Okay, cool. So now I'm just going to go by and how do I want to do this? Just slightly adjust everything so that they're lined up. And look real nice. Bloop. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Now, I said we were going to make a flower on the edge. And I wonder if I already messed that up. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We're gonna see. I think if I could like scooch these down just a tiny, tiny bit. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. And then, yeah, so I'll just go, this is where I'll use little dots so I can see where I'm going. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Close this up. Always close this up. 1, 2, 3, got it. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay. So now we've got like a little flower out over here on the side. Yeah. Cool. Looking good already. And then So the other reason I like to do lines like this instead of little dots around the edge is every time you do a little dot and pull up on the glue, you have a chance to string it out. And we don't want any stringies. Scrape it off right there. Close the cap. Yeah. Let's bring it over here a little bit. There you go. And oops. Uh-oh. There we go. And this generally, spacing wise, works out perfectly around the edge. The one thing you got to be careful when you're doing the nose part is that it doesn't hang over the edge towards the nose. So the outsides of these rhinestones are going to be aligned with the outside of the sunglasses. Because if you have it hanging over the edge, a couple things will happen. It'll scrape your nose. That's uncomfortable. We want these to be comfortable and awesome. And then we don't want them to be, like when you are setting them down like this, you don't want them to be really resting on the rhinestones because then it'll put pressure on it and it may pop some off. Yeah, it looks like I can fit 2 more in there. Look at this. That was like perfect. And so then once that's happened, kind of go over all of them, push them a little bit so that they're bonded well, and then start adjusting them. And just take your time. Things can get messy and you don't want that. Use your little wax pencil. It's not gonna pick them up once they're stuck to the glue. There we go. Looks pretty good to me. Look at it. We've already got half of that done. How long has it been? Like 15 minutes after the intro, something like that. I can do it a lot faster, obviously, when I'm not talking and making a video, but I think I can knock out a pair in about 20 minutes, which isn't too bad. But yeah, if you're here, I really appreciate you supporting the channel, supporting what I do. And hopefully, if you're new to rhinestoning or if you've done it a bunch and you just want to see how someone else does it, or if you're trying to learn, if you have any questions, just let me know. Drop them in the comments and I will get to them when I can. There hasn't been a whole lot of time since I've gone live, but I would like to try to do it more, do better, interact, engage with my people. Still trying to get my first 1,000 subscribers. We're close. I'm at almost 800. My dog, Muka the Tiny Weirdo, you can find him here on YouTube also. He just had a video on there that kind of blew up that he got his first 1,000 subscribers very quickly over last weekend or the weekend before, which is funny. It's a video that I have that's on this channel, but it didn't take off. But it took off on his channel, a brand new channel. I don't understand how YouTube works sometimes, but we just do what we can. It's the same video I posted on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube, but even though I posted on YouTube somewhere else, it didn't take off on my channel. It took off on his channel. Go figure. I don't understand it, but I'm grateful that it did. Okay, so go check it out. It's me trying to do artwork. The only reason it's on Mooka's channel is because he appears in it for like a split second. Oh, I see. Okay. So now I've gone all the way across the top. Fix this a little bit. And now I'm gonna make my flower dots. And this little metal piece that's right here is annoying to go over. So just take your time with it. Made my little dots. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, kind of, whoops, uh-oh. Okay, I need to use my thumb and push those around and in. I visited a art fair this weekend, which was super cool, and I think I'm going to apply to be a part of it. It's on Melrose and Fairfax. It's called the Trading Post, and it's every Sunday, and it seems like super chill vibes and a place that I would love to go and be a part of. And that is a place where I believe that I would sell these sunglasses. Yes, I have an Etsy, but also, yeah, okay, cool. So look at that. Am I keeping it in frame? I'm trying to, but I can't see it. Camera's off to the side here. Let's see. Maybe it's a little better. Okay. So we'll do that. And we'll go from here and slowly, you don't have to squeeze very hard to get the glue out the way you need it to be. And then scrape it. Stay away from the lenses. Cap it. And then just take your time going around the side. Whoa. Make sure it's not where the nose would touch. You can use a mask if you want to. Maybe I should be, I'm not sure. There is a smell to the glue, the B7000. It's a little fumey. Sometimes it gives people headaches. I've gotten used to it. I don't mind it. And I don't really smell it that often. When you're leaning over a bunch of rhinestones for hours on end, it can get a little irritating. Look at this. And it fits. Boom. That's Mooka barking. Yep, and howling. Shh, buddy. Yeah. He barks at every little thing. Neighbors are leaving. Okay, cool. Look at this. Look at that. Basically took me like 20 minutes to do. There's one more piece I have to do, and that is on the sides. So you can see here, just a couple. And you can go crazy if you want to, like on this. You can go all the way down the side. But it all depends on how much time you would like to spend on making these. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? I'm gonna go like this, 5. Bam. We're gonna try that out. 1, hands a little shaky. Oh, wait, should I? Hold on, I just had a thought. Can you believe it? It's like I'm thinking. Because usually, what did I do? Oh, I do. Okay, cool. So there's some space right here. I'm gonna put 1, 2. And you kind of have to work around the rhinestones a little bit, but you should be able to do it just fine. One, 2. But yeah, if you're making stuff, let me know what you're working on or what you like to rhinestone. Or what you think I should rhinestone next. I love doing this stuff. I love making shiny stuff. I rhinestone my shoes. Look at that. I rhinestone headphones. So now we just do this side and then we're done with this pair. So we'll start here, 1, 2, and then we'll do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lucky rhinestones on the side. I think I like that idea. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now you can just take your fingers and tap them in. Need to be. Those look so awesome. And now I'm gonna take my pen, shine it. I gotta learn how to get better at shining sunglasses. It's a hard surface to do. But look at that. That's cool. Very nice. That deserves a sip of coffee. Okay. So now that we got these, we're going to set them aside. Put them here so you can see what we did. And again, all the supplies that we used are down in the description so you can get your own. See, we didn't even use that many rhinestones. Anything you buy through those links helps support the channel. So thank you so much for making sure you take a look at the items that I have down below. This channel gets a small percentage of anything you buy through those links. So it is much appreciated so I can keep doing fun things like these. The more I do this and the more of an audience that I build, you know, I just want to like do stuff with y'all. A little bit more about me. What do you think about yellow? Let's do these yellow ones. A little bit more about me. One of the favorite things I like to do with art is to actually give stuff away, making little treasure hunts for people to find things that I've made. Look at these ones. This is what we're gonna do next. And sometimes I think I might hide these sunglasses that I make around town so that people like you can run out and go find them. I don't know if you've ever stumbled upon some art before, but I have, and I got to keep something from one of my favorite street artists of all time, and it sort of sparked an interest in wanting to give that back and do that for other people. Okay, so, oh, and that reminds me, I said I would go back and re-glue or add some glue to the flower that I made on the first pair of glasses. So hold on one second. Let me just do this first one. I always start in the middle. Doop. Okay, start in the middle here, and then I'll do that there. Do this here. And so there is a little bit of overlap. That's totally fine. Yeah, cool. But 1 second on these. So here's what we did before, right here. And on the back, you can see that they sort of hang over like that, which is totally fine, but I just like to like reinforce it. And honestly, those, it doesn't bother the nose, in my experience. Maybe it does, I haven't heard yet. But anyways, I'll take a little bit of glue and I'll just sort of put a little bit in there to reinforce it. And this glue is pretty cool. It's almost like rubbery, so there's a little bit of give. It doesn't dry hard and solid like a super glue would. There's a little bit of give, so they stay on there really well. But anyways, yeah, check that out. It's super cool. Okay, let's get back to our yellow ones. Again, if you're here, welcome. Thanks for being here. Whoop, there's a little heart for you to be here. This is the glue I'm using, B7000. I got my wax jewel picker, and I've got one of my permanent markers. And then these glasses, all different kinds of glasses. I have links to everything that I'm using down in the description. So please take a look at those and see if there's something in there that interests you so you can do this on your own. You know, it's really nice to be able to make stuff cheaper than that you would buy it if you're able to do so. Okay, so now we're gonna do these flowers. And then you can sell them too for people. I will probably sell these, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks a piece. They look really good on people. They also make awesome gifts for friends, for like birthdays and stuff. I love being able to gift people sunglasses or anything that I've like handmade or rhinestoned. People love them. All right, so check that out. We've got our first little flower that we start with. Okay. And then the goal is to make another flower over here, straight line across. Now, if you're hanging out with me, thank you for being here. Please remember to like and subscribe if you like what you see and want to keep hanging out and do art. I do all kinds of art. I do rhinestoning, obviously. I do painting. I do digital work. We're going to go on some treasure hunts together. I think I'm going to put one of those together very soon. Basically, whatever you can do to make the world a better, brighter, more colorful place is something that I'll do with my art. It's always tricky when you say that you're an artist to people and they're like, oh, what do you do? Because it's, for me, it's not just one thing. I'm not like, I'm an oil painter. Like, I sometimes wish I just had that one thing that I did that I just can say that I am, but you know what? I don't have that thing. I love to do all kinds of arts and crafts. I love how to learn how to make things. If there's something that I love, generally speaking, I'll try to figure out if I can make it on my own. Oh yeah, this is turning out great. Okay. So now I've gone across the edge here. Push these into place, get them nice and lined up in a very good way. Kind of push them over. Make sure they look pretty darn perfect to the naked eye here. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna make like a little flower on this side. And over here, I'll use dots instead of lines. And you know, another thing that you'll notice when I do art of any kind is I make a ton of sound effects when I do stuff. I do believe that making sound effects when you do anything helps the process. I used to teach painting at one of those like drinking and painting classes in Portland. It's called Vine Go. If you're ever around the Portland area, please go check them out. They're like family to me. One of the things that I use during my teaching sessions is I would say make sound effects while you paint. It helps the process. And I super believe that to be true. Can you see me in the reflection? I don't know. Anyways. Thanks for the like. Appreciate ya. I don't know when that came in, but I see it now. This is already the most successful live stream I've done. Usually no one's in here, so this is pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, sound effects, very important. Muy importante. All right, so this is when I'll do lines instead of dots. The more dots you do with glue, with sunglasses, the more of a chance you'll have having everything be stringy. And the last thing you want is a stringy piece of glue going across the lens, which definitely happens a lot until you figure out how to avoid it. Anyways, yeah, so I'll just go around here. I'm gonna go a little closer to the plate right now. You should be able to, I can see you. You should be able to see me in the reflection. You know, I have a bunch of these sunglasses and I want to do different ones. I want to see if I can get some polarized sunglasses. I think they're the coolest ever. If you've never worn a pair of polarized sunglasses, it does really cool things. It takes the glare off of stuff. We use it in the film industry. We have polarized filters that go over the lens that help take care of shiny things that can distract the lens. Same thing with sunglasses. Polarized glasses will help with that. It also changes the colors of things. It can make the sky a darker blue, which is really cool. I'm super colorblind, so I love polarized glasses. They help separate colors a little bit for me. But anyways, these are just regular sunglasses, which are fine. And the biggest bummer about any of these sunglasses is I can't really wear them because I'm pretty visually impaired, I guess you would say. I need prescription sunglasses. And I have rhinestoned some prescription sunglasses, yes, so that I can also have my own pair. And I actually just ordered a whole new round of scripts so that I can rhinestone them specifically. I have heart-shaped ones coming in, which I'm pretty stoked about. All right, so there we got that one side. I'm gonna adjust some of these here. Yeah, what do you think? Look at that. We're just cranking these out, aren't we? Okay, here we go. And we're gonna go this way now. Be very careful not to go over the lens. Yeah. And let's go this way. I just want to bring people into my world more. You know, I do this, I do something when I'm working from home, or when I'm home at all. Try to do something for at least an hour. I have to get used to maybe talking to myself for an hour when I do these live streams. But I just want to be able to do stuff and share it. And hopefully other people will join me. Even if they have me on in the background, it's totally fine. If we're doing stuff together, you know, if this gives you motivation to take the time to do something for yourself for an hour while we do it together so you don't feel alone, I'm happy to be that for you. And it makes me feel less alone too, which is something I think we all need. It's just a world where we feel like we belong to a community of people that love us. Okay. So here's this. And 1, 2, 3, we're gonna make a flower over here. 1, 2, little sound effect to make sure that things don't get stringy. Always put the cap back on, like I say. And then we're gonna add one here. Dink. Cool. Yeah, this side turned out a little bit better. This little piece of metal is kind of hard to go over, but that's fine. Just takes a little bit more time. Bam. Bam. Look at that. Cool. So we got a flower, and a flower. That was looking awesome. Cool. Oh, I screwed that on too tight. Okay. So this little glue container here, it comes with like a little needle dispenser nozzle tip thingy, and it really helps a lot. My hand is so shaky all of a sudden. What's going on? Okay. Cool stuff coming up on the horizon. There's a Mr. Beast game show, and they are looking for like 5,000 contestants for this new game show, and I'm super duper gonna apply. Because why not? I could do it. I could do anything. The prize is $5 million. I think they want 5,000 contestants. The odds of winning probably aren't that great for me, but you know, I'll go far. And even if I make it on there, I think that's a win in itself, just to be able to share with the world a little bit of who I am and what I do. But I have to do an audition tape that's like a minute long that introduces myself, says where I live, what age I am, what I do for work. And I have to find a creative way to do it. So we'll see. I mean, I have nothing to lose. It also asks like what you would do with $5 million if you won. And I will tell you right now, I will do everything I can to give something back to the world. Which is also one of the things I love about Mr. Beast is he apparently doesn't seem to care about the money. He just wants to do stuff for people, which is incredible. And the thing that I want to do for people, one of my friends has a 700-acre farm down in Georgia. And me and a bunch of friends have a dream of all moving down to this farm and over the years slowly turning it into both a venue for weddings and stuff, but more importantly, we want to work towards throwing a music festival down there together, because live music is my favorite thing in life. That's the whole reason I do anything. Really, art, travel, music, that's my life. All right, so we did this whole thing. Now we're gonna do the sides. Sign it. Okay. Take a sip of coffee, which is now super duper cold. It's okay. So we're gonna do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And when you do these dots, over time you'll kind of figure out how far to space them apart. These particular rhinestones are glass crystal rhinestones, AB crystal glass rhinestones, which means they're like rainbow iridescent. And the size is SS20. I have a link to them in my description, so you can get some for yourself. Yeah. That around. It's looking pretty good. Cool. Make sure they look good when they're closed. One more time, do it on this side. Oh, did you hear that little growl? That is my dog Muka, whose YouTube happens to be blowing up right now, which is kind of nuts because I've been working on this channel for a couple of years, several years, and it's not doing super awesome, but his just started. Even though I posted the exact same video on mine, took off on his for some reason. Who knows? Muka the tiny weirdo. All right, so I'm gonna put 2 right there. 3. Let's count to 7 here. 4, 5. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be nearby. 6, 7. Now you can adjust. Close it up, so see how it looks. These ones are done. That means I gotta sign it. Now, I haven't decided if I should sign the outside or the inside, but for now, that's where I'm signing my exclusive PonderMonster Rhinestone Sunglasses. So there we have it. Check it out. We've done 2 today already. It hasn't even been an hour, and we have already cranked out 2 awesome pairs of sunglasses. They're not available on my Etsy yet, but they will be soon. I would love to start shipping these off to you. Here we're gonna put these. How do I want to put these down? Like this. Yeah, that's how I gotta do it. Okay. Sometimes I'll take these and I'll go over them again. I'll go all the way across the top as well. And then I'll go a couple on the side, on the screws, and then I'll go all the way down. That way there's just like maximum sparkle. I'll go all the way around here too. Definitely takes a little bit more time. They a little bit more expensive, but yeah. So let me turn you back around. What is up? All right, hold on. There we go. We're a little crooked, still a little crooked. There. Hi, how is everybody? So, this is a dried pear, but we made some of these today. Let me show you how they look. Super awesome, easy, handmade rhinestone sunglasses. These things are super cool. I love giving these as gifts. I love selling them, giving them out to the people. I might create a treasure hunt out in Los Angeles if you live here to go pick up a pair yourself. These are the ones that we made today. We did 2 in less than an hour. How cool is that? And you know, if you sell them for like 20 bucks a piece, you did pretty good for yourself. I have everything that I use to make these in the description of the rhinestones, the sunglasses themselves. They come in like bulk packs. And yeah, these are the rhinestones right here. And then these little wax jewel picker things are pretty cheap. Also have the B7000 glue. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then this is a big bag of sunglasses. This is actually a couple of different bags all put in together to keep them together. They all come individually wrapped to protect the lenses, which is really nice. Some of the other things that I have rhinestone, I'm going to show you. Hang on 1 second there. So I've got these awesome pair of headphones. This is like the first thing I ever rhinestoned. I wear these everywhere, especially like when I'm traveling, going through the airport, get a lot of comments on them. They're super duper sparkly and awesome. These were kind of a cheap pair of headphones. I think they were only like 40 bucks. But now they're worth so much more just because of like what I did with them to make them sparkle and shine. Everybody wants a pair, which makes me happy. And then I did my shoes as well. My Adidas, I just did the stripes and this little back area. Anyways, yeah, if you have any ideas of stuff to rhinestone or to do, you know, I like to do things that you can wear. When you do it that way, things sort of sparkle and shine. Look at that. Wherever you go. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me. I really appreciate anyone who's been in here with us hanging out. Please like and subscribe. I just want to share everything that I do through this channel, show you how I do things, also give back to the people. I rhinestone, I paint, I make concert posters for right now my favorite band, Humphreys McGee. I'm hanging out with my dog all the time. He's down there, Mooka. You can find his channel, Mooka the Tiny Weirdo. And other than that, yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you just want to tell me about your life or whatever project you're working on yourself, I would love to hear it. And we will see you again. I'm not sure how long or like how often a week I'll do this. I'll try to do this at least once a week so that I can be here with you in the mornings, drinking coffee, having a good time, and making something. Because whenever you're doing artwork, it is never a waste of time. Be good to each other out there. It's very important to create a good world around you. Take care of yourself, and much love.